Howdy all, Molex Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Alright. Um, let's see. My inventory looks alright. Um, I do need some more lumber, so let's go see about getting some more trees cut down. If I can fit through these spots where I've covered things over. I am going to need to build outside for some garden, I'd imagine. One assumes that you need outside for a garden. Bad crawly. I guess you're not a crawly. Bad jumpy. That's right. Okay, I was putting points. I wanted to put points into it was advanced engineering, right? Yeah, because that'll get my workbench. Cool. Now I can make a workbench. And that opens up all new things. What do I gotta do to make this workbench? Workbench. 20 mechanical parts. A claw hammer. 20 mechanical parts and a claw hammer. Let me look. I know I just came down here, but let me look to see what I got. Let's see. No claw hammer and 11 mechanical parts. Okay. Can I make a claw hammer? I cannot make a claw hammer because I don't know how to make iron tools. Okay. So until I get a claw hammer, I may not make a workbench. So we need to find one of those. Alright, so I've done the vets. And I failed on my last mission. Guess let's check this barn. So, we did play our D&D this week. And it went alright. I don't think there's anything particularly major went down. I did get called away, so we didn't get to play as long as normal. Unfortunately. I'm not sure if we couldn't have played longer. To be fair, we reached a new floor in our ever crawling downward, and so we talked to some dudes on that floor, some hobgoblins, about what they were doing, and they wanted us to take out this wizard. Scary. And the problem being that I mean we had worked with hobgoblins before, so I guess that's not particularly a problem. But hey zombie, you gotta be careful. There's like mad pigs over here. And I prefer not to be killed. Oop. By mad pigs. You know what I'm saying? Nice. I like a repair kit. Did we go? I'm gonna take out this car here first, I think. So yeah, we'd actually completed the whole floor. Floor 12 we completed, and so when we started up, he had us. We moved into the area where the path went down, which we'd been to before, but he didn't give us any information about it, and so I don't need another paintbrush. And so we started off with him talking about this loud noise we heard, and it turned out to be a giant mechanical worm uh, that digs tunnels. And so I don't know if he thought we were going to fight it, but we had faced off against a mechanical spider before, and it didn't fight us either. It turned out, and so I suggested we not fight this one because why would we waste our effort fighting? Fighting a. Oh, I knew he was gonna follow me in. Fighting against a creature that doesn't actually fight unless you attack it, right? Uh, so we waited for it to come around, and then we followed it down. Um, which oh, which worked out decently in our favor. I don't know how you missed me. I was standing right next to you. And now you're just gonna die. So when we fall that down, we like to pick a wall and then follow it as we work our way through the dungeon. So like, um, most of the time you come out of a tunnel to start the floor, and I forgot what I was doing there for a second. And then and so we'll pick right or left, and then that's the wall. We will follow all the way around, and so this time we came out in the worms. Whoa, what was that? That dude like dove at my feet and bit my toes. Um, so when we came out, we were on floor. Um, oh, look out! It's all collapsing. When we came out on floor 13, we weren't in a path. We were in this worms tunnel, and so obviously I don't want to stay in the worms tunnel. And so we jumped out of that and climbed up the walls to a cave that was over top of said worm tunnel. And so from there, we were able to start maneuvering around on. Buddy, I'm sorry, you left. I don't know what to tell you. I was gonna fight you, but then you just ran away. Spear hunter. I don't use spears. Pipe machine gun. I'm not a big fan of that. It's the hunter mod. Ooh. Will that go on this? It will. I mean, I have another mod for it, so I might as well. Right? In case a snake attacks me again. So, No, this is getting lumber. That is what I initially said I was going after, right? And then I totally got distracted. So, anyways, so they picked one of the directions, and so we followed that wall. And we ended up chit-chatting with these hobgoblins. Like I said, I wanted to go kill this wizard who's got a ring that lets him control these giant metal scorpions. And interesting. And they want the ring, I guess. I'm not sure they want us to kill the wizard. They wanted us to get the ring from his finger. And so we went and talked to him, and then he just turned out to be a regular dude who tried to be a regular dude who just had lost his adventuring party and decided to stay on that floor and was attempting to build a machine that ooh, there is something hidden here. To make more scorpions, and so that's what the hobgoblins wanted. So we agreed to, I guess, we agreed to not kill him. We agreed to take out the hobgoblins for him. And I guess, oh, I don't even have a shovel. I guess while I was gone, which is where we stopped, they chit-chatted with the wizard. Oh, right, I jumped from there. Didn't I come up a ladder, though? Where's this ladder I came up? Oh, it's there. Never mind. I've done climbed up too high. Nope. Oh, weird. I fell in a way that didn't hurt me. That's crazy. So yeah, so um, while I was while I was away from my computer and they were chit chatting about what we should do as a group, waiting for me to get back. I guess they talked about maybe we should lead the hobgoblins back as a group and let the hobgoblins fight him. Saying that we would help them fight. Uh, and then once the hobgoblins engage, then we can take out both groups. I think is what they told me today. I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, it's I don't know. I feel like the floor we're on is pointless. Like I feel like a lot of these floors are pointless. I guess the thing is that there's no storyline, right? And so without a storyline, I don't feel like there's any reason for us to be doing any of the things that we do. How did I do on mechanical parts? I only got 2 mechanical parts. But that did get me 200 lumber anyways. Let's go find some more cars so I can try and get some more parts here. Maybe look for some garages to... I feel like garages might have hammers. I feel like my guy is acting like I'm killing him by walking. Let's see. This is a garage. I feel like we've looted this place, though. Yeah. I don't leave any cars in here today. I totally left cars in here. Look at that. So yeah, that was our D&D session. And then when I got back, they're like, "Oh well, the one guy wants to go soon, so we'll just call it here." 40 minutes early. Like, okay. I mean, if he wants to go, that's fine. I'm not going to force anybody to hang around if they're too tired to play. I mean, geez, man, you'd go to bed if you're that tired. You're an adult. We're adults. That's how this works. Um, but it wasn't even the guy who said he was tired. I mean, he did say he was tired, uh, but he also said he'd keep playing. And then the DM was like, "No, we'll quit here." I'm like, "Yep, yep. 40 minutes early. You're always quitting early, man." I don't know why you think that's how we want to go here. But yeah, so oh, there was one funny thing. Man, so like I have said repeatedly, I often like to look at the book after we're done for the night to see how it should have gone because it's never accurate to what the book says. And so um it was very weird because the wizard we talked to, uh, the wizard we talked to, he he was like this high level adventurer and a wizard, and he was talking all weird. I mean, the DM was talking all weird when he was doing this guy's speech, and he made a comment that he didn't understand why the book said to have him talk like a child about these bad guys. And so, like, the hobgoblins he called scary red men in armor, and this other group of creatures I've never heard of before, um, he called them smileys. And I could use a hammer, man. Well, you know what? I'll take motor tool parts, and then I will take parts from this truck. And then he called these other dudes fire children, maybe. And so I thought that was bizarrely weird. And the DM commented on it. I don't know if a can of tuna will help me out with my hunger here. Yeah, I don't think so. And so when I look in the book, he has completely combined two different sections. They're in the same area. They're both in this scrap castle that we're in. Okay, my stamina is not very good because I'm starving, and my guy says he's too tired. Oh, I apparently looted that already. What about this? And so I don't think these help. One food. Get that one food in there. And so what the book has in it is that in one of the rooms that we actually looked in, one of the rooms has a giant badger, and the badger is playing with a doll. And the badger apparently hangs out with the wizard, and if you use speak with animals, then the badger. I swear I picked up some lead weights. There they are. The badger will talk to you, and the badger will say that. Okay, I don't think I need that. I'm not even going to take this until I get a I'm going to take that though. All right, let's go home so I can get some food. Um, so as the badger, if you talk to him with speak with animals, he speaks like a child and calls those people the weird names. It doesn't say anything about the wizard talking like that at all. Like I don't know if maybe it's the because he uses a I don't know what his version looks like because he is using the roll 20 edition of everything, and I am looking at the official book. And so I don't know if it's just he's not reading the numbers correctly or if they're linked incorrectly. And so it happens a lot where he construes two different sections together. I know one of the things that he did start with last night was, or I guess it wasn't last night, but he did start with was asking if we had finished the level, which he had said we had done. And so when we said, yeah, you said we had done so. And then he said, well, I just know that there was another section of guards, garrison, that I didn't remember doing. And, but we can skip that, I guess. And what he's talking about is all the guards that he had us fight in the courtyard on the wrong side of the base. Um, because they were supposed to be on the other side where we were at when we started last time, or this week. And so he was referencing something that he had us kill on the wrong side of the base. So it's pretty funny to me that he would mention those guys and me knowing that he had just, straight up sent the wrong people to the wrong spot. I don't have any food. Who are we kidding? This I got some charred meat, some yucca juice. I can't believe I don't have more meat. Medicine, medicine, medicine. Weapon, 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 I guess. Tool part, tool part. And a mod. No, I don't want them. I want them moved over here. Thank you. Alright, well, I thought I had more food here, but I definitely do not. So I need to get some more food, it looks like. I do want to get my garden going soon, so we'll see We shall see. But yeah, so it was kind of weird, obviously. Um, yeah, I wish the adventure we were on had a storyline to it. It just doesn't. It's even the book itself barely has anything to add. I think you could create a storyline for it, uh, but like it's really weird. Um, so it's this I don't even know how to describe what I want to say. Basically, it's a dungeon, and it's got like 23 floors to it or something. And we're on floor 14, 13 now. And so um so we're over halfway there. But it each floor is like its own separate cosmos. And so because of that, nothing hooks up. And some of it is like fairly serious if it connected to something, but it doesn't, and so it's not, and so it's pointless. And then like I don't remember all the floors because they're, like I said, we're on floor 14. We've been playing this campaign. We have to have been playing this campaign for over a year now. This is definitely the farthest I've ever been in a campaign. That is not a guy. I don't know why you just punched that dead body. That clearly wasn't a guy. Okay, I got one lockpick. We'll see if this goes. But I remember like back on the first floor, we got in there and there were like two groups of like people. And totally opened that with my one lockpick. Nice. Silver nuggets actually sell for decent money, I think, back at the store, since we've got a store. And anyway, so one of the groups was out of work actors who were pretending to be vampires so that they could get money from adventurers who decided to brave the dungeon. And I'm like, this is stupid. Like, there's just no way possible that a group of out of work actors, like, who thought this was okay for the first floor of this dungeon? Imagine, it's not just a dungeon, it's the dungeon of the world's largest city. And oh, I saw you spawn in. I hate you guys. I see you. Come on. And so the tavern was built over the dungeon. And so the tavern is famous for people going into this dungeon. And so there's like big, like they released two books pretty close to each other. And the first book is like levels 1 to 5, and then the second book is levels 5 plus. And so the first book takes place in the city that the dungeon is in, but you start in that tavern because they kind of connected them together. And so the first book is like this big, sprawling, what's the word I want? Like national treasure kind of thing, where people are chasing you and people are, trying to kill you and people are trying to kill each other, and you're finding clues that lead you to this treasure hoard that's buried beneath the city, right? But it all starts in this the Yawning Portal is the name of the tavern, because the Yawning Portal is the name of the dungeon that the entrance to Undermount or Undermountain, which is the big dungeon that we're in. And so it starts there with adventurers going into the dungeon. It's a big cheering thing, and then this troll comes crawling out of the dungeon shortly after, and you have to help fight it. Right? That's that's a thing that occurred. So clearly, there's terrible monsters in this dungeon, and um, is this the bookstore? It has another floor. This isn't the bookstore. What is this? And so I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is either. Looks like it should be in an elevator, but it doesn't go anywhere. And this is broken, so you can't even get up there. Oh, I guess I can just go through there. Haha. So, it's not like you couldn't tie together some kind of story for it. But then you get to the first floor, and the first floor is like people pretending to be vampires. I'm like, this is stupid. And then uh, okay, where did that guy come from? Was he laying there and I just didn't even look at him? Must have been. And so, then I think floor 2 had like a goblin city, and then floor 3 had like a hobgoblin city, and then a regular city. And so there's a whole thing about how there are regular cities underground, but nobody in the regular city had anything for us to do. And so nobody has anything really for us to do. Occasionally we'll get a quest, but I'll bet we haven't had 10 quests in 14 levels of dungeon. And so it's a disappointing adventure to me, because I don't feel like we're accomplishing anything other than going deeper in the dungeon. There's no, like, the rewards are ridiculous when you complete a quest. Uh, oh crap, she done killed me. I don't think I can. Okay, I was wrong. I totally did. Alright, she's down. He's down. She's down. And like we get a quest, right? And it's like, my brother has gone missing in this dungeon, and I need you to find him. And so we go looking for her brother. And so what do we find? We find that he was a thief, and he tried to steal from the hobgoblins. And the hobgoblins killed him, and the hobgoblin leader took the ring and wants to keep it as a trophy. But we need the ring for our quest. And so then, okay. Make sure I don't get... up against the corner here, so I can't back up. And so he needs, I think it was a dagger that was stolen by somebody else that lets him see because he's actually blind, and the dagger gives him blind sense or something like that. I don't remember. And so then we had to go down like another floor or maybe even 2 floors of the dungeon until we didn't find the people who stole it. I don't think we found their dead bodies and looted them, or maybe we did find them and have to kill them. I don't think so though. And so then we have to take the dagger back to this woman, or not the dagger. We have to take the dagger back to the hobgoblin queen so that she can talk her husband into trading us the dagger for the ring, and then we take the ring back to the sister. It's a fairly lengthy quest because that's multiple floors of the dungeon, right? And dungeon floors take us like 3 or 4 sessions to get through. So we're talking like 12 hours plus to get this dagger and bring it back. And so we get to the surface, and what's our big reward? She'll owe us a favor sometime in the future. What does that mean? Oh, dang it. I just made it to the boxes in that floor, too. What does that mean? What does it mean she owes us a favor? Like, how does that help me out? What kind of favor? Just sometime in the future, when you need a favor, you can call it in. Okay, that doesn't help me though, because the dungeon does not have a storyline. At no point do I need a favor from someone on the surface who doesn't know what's going on in the dungeon. And I'm so rich because we're never allowed to buy things that I don't need anything that she could offer. I mean, money would have been a better reward for me, even though I don't need it, than a favor. And so it's just a lot of that, and I find it bleh, right? I mean, we don't get anything from it. We barely get rewards. There are no quests. There aren't storylines that connect floors. Like the closest I think we got was that one, and then one time we were in a dungeon, and we had basically defeated the dungeon, and on our way out, we ran into a necromancer who attacked us, and um, and so we killed the necromancer, and he was a member of the next floor down, right? And that was it. That's the only connection from one floor to another. He was from the next floor down, and he attacked us. So therefore, we should want to go to the next floor down, I guess. I mean, we were going that way anyways. All right, this is the weird building I was in. And so then, like, the floor we're on now, right? There's the hobgoblin group, and then there's the gnome tinkerer guy, and the hobgoblins are from the next floor down as well. So If we fight with them, then that means we're gonna have to fight the hobgoblins on the next floor as well. That's that's it. That's that's the big connection. That's the big story. And the thing is that I will bet you that oh dang it, should we seize control of the scorpions from the gnome, listen guys. Oop. Oh. Why can't I just have this treasure, man? What is so great about this treasure that you all are guarding it? There you go. I thought they'd try to come down after me and fall, but instead they kneeled down to attack the stairway. Dang it. Oh, why is there a vulture in here? Great. Vultures, man, the worst. I don't know if that'll help anything, but we'll try. Yep, I got a sprained arm, so that's all fun. Alright, let's see. What's so important about this treasure? That's not particularly impressive. So it would just be nice if there was like some reason for everything to happen. So there's a there's a crazy clone of an ancient wizard who thinks he is the wizard running this dungeon. There are multiple people on different floors who were placed there by the original wizard or maybe the crazy wizard. Well, that's cool. This axe is super nice. And I'm going to swap these just because that's my style. And then on top of that, the got a mod for weapon flashlight mod, needle and thread mod. Learn how to craft double pocket mods. Ooh, that's useful. Ooh, yes, scrap helmet. Scrap helmet, I'll be able to put my light on. Heck yeah, that was good treasure. I mean, it was an amazing treasure, but it was good treasure. I don't know it was worth that much effort for you guys to guard and everything, but you know, whatever. Um, so, you know, I think you could have connected all those guys together into a story where, like, someone wants you to, like, have the wizard threaten the city and them want to send people in to scout out the wizard, and then as you work your way through the floors, you run across more and more of his minions. Like, you could make a story out of this. It's not in the book. It's not in the book. There is no story in the book. There's just different single cosmos floors of dungeon that have self-contained micro stories, maybe. and and that's it. And then once you're done with that floor, nothing that happened on that previous floor matters to any of the rest of the dungeon, as far as I can tell. And any time you go to the surface, it's always like, you can bring me magic items that you found, or we found one person who was buying spell books, which is amazing because you get so many spell books as rewards in D&D, and it's not useful. It, I've complained about it many times, but D&D seems to be heavily consumed with the idea that everybody plays a wizard, and I don't understand it. Like, all their adventures, most of the rewards are for wizards, and it's like nobody on our party is playing a wizard. Nobody. So stop with the wizard loot. I know your DM can change the loot that's dropping. I know that. I know that it's not, you know, it's not that tied into what's going on, but the when you have a DM who follows the book and every piece of loot seems to be wizard oriented, um, it seems a bit ridiculous to me. All right, let's get over here to the mods. You can have that, and I want this. Okay, you know what else? I think this has got a mod on it. It does not. Weird. I thought I had put a weighted head mod on something, and I don't see it. Weird. Well, what I should be able to do, though, is I should be able to do this, and then modify this, and put on this. Haha, light. Awesome. But yeah. Put that back. All right, well, I'm going to call it here. So be better than the small things, lean to the light. I will talk to you later.